22 states on alert this morning. Look at that map right there. Thousands of flights are already canceled. And look at the New Jersey coast. These are drone shots coming in right now from Belmar, New Jersey. We just lost it for a sec there.
Beautiful.
But they are working so hard to protect the beaches because they are worried about Hurricane Sandy-like flooding.
Oh, yeah, the quiet before the storm. That blizzard warning in effect from Washington to New York. This storm affecting more than 70 million people. The Washington area expected to be hardest hit. It could be the biggest snowstorm in nearly 100 years.
Here's a live look right now at the radar. It shows just how big the storm is. And, you saw it already sweeping across the south. Dozens of reports of severe weather overnight, including a tornado and massive hail. We do have full team coverage this morning from all across the storm zone. And ABC's Steve Osunsami starts us off in Asheville. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning to you, George. As you can see, it is really coming down. When we got here to town just a few hours ago, these streets were bare, but take a look at it now. We see at least 1 to 3 inches of snow piling up on the streets here, and they're telling us that in the mountains, it could get up to a foot. Overnight, the storm refused to take a break. A tornado in Mississippi pushed over trees and peeled off roofs, and the threat of more severe weather is spreading to Florida this morning. In Arkansas, drivers are sliding off the roads. This NASA satellite image shows the size of the snowstorm sweeping through the east and south. In all, at least 70 million people are sitting right in the way of punishing weather. At least 6 governors have declared a state of emergency. The D.C. metro area is expecting the worst, a blizzard like they've never seen, as much as 30 inches of snow.
Because of the blizzard coming, they don't want to get stuck here.
Authorities are shutting down the trains all weekend.
We cannot risk putting our customers out there and then leave them stranded.
Truckloads of salt are standing by. In the NFL, the Carolina Panthers have been forced to cancel a pep rally ahead of Sunday's NFC Championship game, while families worried they could be stuck for days clear out supermarket shelves. There were long lines for food and water at this Trader Joe's in D.C. They were only allowing 10 people in at a time.
Take the next 10.
This hardware store in Virginia had to put a limit on the amount of snow equipment that each customer could buy.
The fastest moving thing has been the snow shovels. We're down to like our last few of them.
Authorities here trying to get the word out to families to stay inside because underneath all of this snow, which is as beautiful as can be, is quite dangerous ice. George and Robin.
Well, you can already see it picking up there in Asheville.
We can. And George, as we said, Washington really expected to get slammed from this storm. As much as 2 feet of snow there. One of the worst storms in that city's history. And Rob is in our nation's capital for us this morning. Good morning, Rob.
Good morning, Robin. They don't get more than 20 inches very often. Matter of fact, it's only happened twice, and it may happen again. They are frantically preparing. Depots like this at departments of transportations across much of the east are going to be frantically battling this storm, which really is growing rapidly, and the snow is going to be coming down quickly, too. So they're going to have a hard time keeping up. Look how big this is. The snow is already getting into Virginia, and the backside of this already bringing snow and power outages to parts of Arkansas. The storm will head up the east coast, and we've got blizzard warnings now that are posted from D.C. all the way up to New York. Here's a storm. It gets to the coastline and it really intensifies there. It taps that moisture, taps that heat content, and throws all that into the cold air. A foot or better in Philadelphia, could get that much in New York City, could get over 2 feet, especially southwest of Washington, D.C., and that certainly would make it historic. Schools are closed today, and the federal government is shutting down at noon. That is right around when the snow is expected to start, and blizzard warnings then up right through Sunday morning, not to mention the winds, George. They are going to be intense, not only here, but along the coast.